Hello, my spooky friends. Okay, I can't take myself seriously, like, at all. But if you haven't guessed by, the jewelry, and I've got the attire for it, or, the background there, today's recommendation video is horror themed, because, I did Summerween starting, around my birthday in August last year, and we'll be going over the shelf behind me a little bit. Now, I don't read a lot of horror, because, to be honest, there's just not a lot of it that really scares me, and I prefer to I'm going to be in a good mood, have some nice action pack, or something that makes me laugh, or, the world doesn't suck, because I'm 3 years old again, yay! Because I read to escape, and when it comes to James Rollins, I kind of almost, accidentally learned about some really cool science and history that I didn't know I was interested in. That's freaking awesome. But mostly reading is an escape for me. And life already has a lot of real-life horror if you watch too much news, so. This is more of the fun horror, and is some of my favorite authors. Well, we have some that I don't really consider it horror, but, it is about the Grim Reaper, and, this is kind of blocking some things. How awesome is that little guy? And I'm just going to grab the easiest accessible one. And I also told you about this in Urban Fantasy, because that's kind of what it is, but Summoned to the 13th Grave. This is a murder mystery, sees ghosts, Grim Reaper series of just so much freaking fun and character, and there's sass, there's a little spicy the further along in the series you get. We've got devils, and we got human and supernatural evil. It's not really horror, but I could see how it would terrify some younger ones. It's just a good old monstery urban fantasy darkness time. But the ones that I really want to tell you about is, actually, I've never read this one by him, is Stephen King, Thinner. I've read a few Stephen King novels. I really want to get it and, The Langoliers. I read Cujo, and never again. It's a horror novel with a doggy. That is not signifying a good end. I read it once, probably, I don't even know when, probably back in high school, which was, yeah, it's been a minute since high school. So, I don't know who the heck let me read that back then, but never again. But I will read some of his other stuff, which, as you will see when I do my book haul, that I do have it recorded, but it's going to take me a minute to get it uploaded, so I'm not sure if this will come out first or that one. We'll see what uploads nicely first. But I do have some, one Stephen King book, because he does have 60 billion books. There's a reason when you think horror, you think him. And I read, what was it? Yeah, Firestarter, the other book I have by him, was what I read last year for one of my submarine novels. And then, as you can see, I have lots of Dean Koontz. He might be, my favorite horror author. So, I don't even know where to start with him. I've got so many of them, and honestly, I should have started Goodreads a long time before I did to keep track of what I've read, because I don't remember which of these I have read, which of them just sound similar till I start them, and which ones, yeah, I know I haven't read that one. I might have read that one. Because I've got False Memory, Strangers, Dark Rivers of the Heart, Darkfall, I think I read. Mr. Murder, I know I haven't. Night Chills. Frankenstein's book 1, Prodigal Son. I did just read the first one last year. And I found the second one when I went and did my book haul last weekend. So, yay, I will be getting to that one. Velocity, I don't remember if I read or not. The Taking was the first book I ever read by him. And the first time I read it, yeah, I was like, I had the lights on and I was with my blankie reading that book. So it wasn't exactly the most comforting blankie because it was part of a fleece travel set. It was red with black writing of different, mostly creepy fonts, and it just said bitch all over it. Which I should have probably beat the crap out of my boyfriend at the time who got it for me, but I am fully okay with that label because, yep, yeah, I'm a girl. I got an attitude. Bring it on. Or, even if you go with the actual, what that word is about. I love doggies, and I grew up with girl doggies for a while, so there ain't nothing wrong with that label. You think you're insulting me? Get to something original. So, yeah, that was my blankie when I was reading The Taking the first time. And it is a lot creepier the first time, not so much last year. Dragon Tears, I don't remember, again, if I read that one. The Door to December, I'm pretty sure I read. Hideaway, I don't think I've read that one. The Face, yeah, that's another one that I read in high school that was really good. I got from the library. House of Thunder, Odd Hours, that one's a pretty good one. There's at least one of those that has been made into a movie, and it was really fun. TikTok is freaking as creepy. I love that one. I might have to read that one again for my summer ween. Watchers, I don't think I have read. One Door from Heaven. Okay, I might have read that one instead of Door to December. Again, I'm not sure. Winter Moon, Brother Odd. And then I don't have the ones on this shelf yet that I just got this weekend. They're still on my, TBR bookcase. And if you're gonna talk horror, you can't leave out, the OG. I know everybody goes Bram Stoker and Dracula, but I had to read that for class in high school, and as soon as I have to read it for class, it goes downhill, because how dare you force me to read something and take a test on it? No, that kills all potential joy for me. But, come on now. If y'all don't know, Anne Rice, I've got quite a few of hers, as you can see here on my shelf. And weirdly enough, I started reading Anne Rice because I used to stay summers with my grandma when I was younger, and somebody gave her Interview with the Vampire, and she let me read it, neither one of us knowing what it was at the time. Or she probably would not have given it to 13-year-old me. Because this is the woman that thinks shut up is, a 4-letter word, and, virgin drinks are still bad because it's the idea of alcohol, and no. So, yeah, but she let me read that one. And now I have all of the, Vampire Chronicles, and the 2 books of the new Vampire Chronicles, which is actually, y'all have never seen Pandora because I lost her before I started this channel, but I used to have a little kitten that at 9 years old maxed out at 4 pounds. And I named her Pandora off of these Anne Rice novels because she was the best character. I was so sad when they rebooted the series. I got so excited. And then I saw what happened to my favorite vampire, and she went from badass, I'm tiny, but I will mess you up. Don't be coming for me. You want to go? Well, bring it. I got older brothers. Bring it on. I will take you out. To, I can't do anything for myself. I need a man to tell me what to do at literally all times. What? How the heck did this happen? To, I left my vampire man because he was mouthing off too much, and we were fighting to, this guy can do whatever he wants to me. I won't even remember to eat until he tells me to. 100% codependent, no thoughts of her own. What? That was sad. But the original Pandora, and this is a rewrite. I used to have the other version. It got messed up in multiple moves. And actually, I'm kind of glad they edited this one, because it's still dirty, but it used to be more of a I can't believe they punished that, or, like, published that, because, Marius was a freaking child pedophile. He was freaking preying on Armand when he was a little kid, just waiting for him to hit puberty. Like, he was creepy in the original publication of that. Though I'm sad they also did that to Memnoch the Devil, because there used to be, my favorite scene was Lestat having an argument with God and the devil after overhearing them talk, having a conversation where mankind is basically just like a bet between the two. And again, I had that novel of the early publication. It got destroyed. I had to rebuy it, and they cut out that scene, and I'm so sad, but still, you can't go wrong with classic gothic, vampires, which is, honestly, not gonna lie, that's half the reason I want to go to Louisiana and go to New Orleans is I need to go to the French Quarter. I need to be checking out where these take place. So, yeah. Go for some Anne Rice, go for some Dean Koontz. Stephen King, that's hit or miss, because he's not always nice to the doggies, and that's a no-no for me. So, yeah. That's about all I can recommend on horror, so I hope it helps, and I will see you soon. Bye. Happy haunting.